Hello everyone, this is a serial request video for the Voron V1.8. This is the spec design 250 by 250 by 250 millimeters. And it's been around in various forms or fashions since around April last year when the initial concept was created, which was the V2.1 gantry. Obviously that's been updated now to the V2.4 style. And as you can see here, the last motion it just made was the Z tilt adjustment. In this case, since I just run another print, nothing's changed. So it didn't do any extra points there. It didn't need to adjust anything. I do have a bed mesh going on. This is just a single probe, 3x3 grid. It doesn't take very long. I've been messing around with this printer so much recently, tearing apart things that I just haven't quite dialed in the extrusion position. I could probably get away without it, but again, it's been apart so many times in the last few months that I just have that going. Again, as I mentioned in the other video, this is the last one touch on the nozzle probe here, just to get the final Z offset. And I do run a purge line before my prints just on the front edge. I really like that based on some other printers that I've used in the past. And just to prime the nozzle and make sure that everything's good. You can generally tell layer height there if you're way off. And then this print is actually the AV drives for the V1.8. I have another V1.8 that has been running on some previous revision parts, and so I need to update that to the latest version. They're slightly improved and they have kind of all the final fixes to them. So. I'm going ahead and updating them. The other printer actually has a KVP Stellar Black as the base color, which is a nice kind of dark gray, kind of a little bit of sparkle metallic type flakes in it, with the KVP Floral Yellow as the accent, which is kind of a nice combination. So I like that. With this, right now I'm actually testing some different stepper motors just for fun. We did a long kind of rabbit hole associated with trying to figure out what the ultimate print quality was, and I had ordered some 0.9 degree steppers from OMC just to test them out. Not a lot of change really, so I wouldn't recommend it for the average user, but they are slightly more expensive. But I am testing this with some higher accelerations. I think I have a max acceleration around 4,000 in this case, and max travel of 300 millimeters a second. I am reducing the acceleration, around the outer printers and things like that. I just wanted to double check to make sure that even at 0.6 amps RMS, I am not getting skipping in this case. And again, this is the afterburner with direct drive, so it is a heavier tool head than the Bowden version. But I've been really happy with it. The reduced time for retractions, since I'm only running I think a 0.5 millimeter retraction instead of previously with this printer in Bowden. With the Mobius I was running closer to 5 or 6 or even 7 millimeters. That reduced retraction time does actually have a fairly significant impact on your prints depending on the essentially how many retractions you have. So I'm really happy with the change. I like the consistency, and also the pressure advance here. I think with this, the 0.4 millimeter nozzle, which this is, I'm running about 0.08 pressure advance. With the Clipper, I think it's weighted pressure advance now. On the Mobius, I was running much higher than that, 0.5, 1, something like that. Essentially the max that I could run without causing the Mobius to skip. So it's also much quieter. The Mobius was the loudest part of my printer previously, and so this has kind of cut the last bit of noise off my printer. I'm not running Stealth Chop right now, just with the low current that I'm able to run here. It is so much quieter that I just don't need to run Stealth Chop anymore. And there's the finished part. As a reminder, the STLs are up on GitHub, and the configurator will be live shortly. Thanks for watching. Until next time.